Okay, semi-final number 2, everybody. Team Lauber against Team Dynouh. Let's go. We had an absolutely amazing semi-final number 1, so I hope that the second one is going to be as good as the first. Now that we have those two teams clash off against each other, it should be a pretty interesting one, since Team Dynouh was able to take down Team Hazo-Ops in the quarterfinals with the 2-0 victory. Little bit unexpected, a big upset, but hey, let's go. Especially since Dynouh's team came in 4th in their group. So it was something that not a lot of people expected, myself included. And we'll see if they really just stepped it up in the playoffs compared to the group stage, or what exactly is going on here. Now, again, as we're heading into this, 23 heroes, you can see them down here, are banned out for the entire match. This is the best of 3. Every single hero that gets picked cannot be picked again in the same series. And this is the last best of 3, the 3rd place decider, and the grand final. Both are best of 5 matches, so things will get even crazier over there. Now, Maiev gets eliminated, and so does Rexa. The first pick into Tychus doesn't come as a shock, honestly. Oh my god, okay. Like, they really wanted to have that Murden and also Alarak together with it. Battlefield of Eternity, we've had one Alarak performance here, if I'm not mistaken. But damn, they really thought this through, didn't they? I mean, pick after pick after pick. Alright, boys, calm down. Varian gets taken, and together with Uther, that is a deadly combo already. We've been talking about this comp so much throughout the tournament. Varian for the taunt, Uther for follow-up stuns, and to deny Uther to the other team so that they can pick Guardian of Ancient Kings, and then Tychus for the bigger they are. So this setup is already insanely good for Team Lauber. It's an incredible setup. But you have Murden and Alarak on the other side, and Murden was highly contested in every single game because he's one of the few main tanks that is really popular, even outside of Meta Madness, that is available for picking. A lot of the others that you would usually go for, Johanna, Garrosh, Diablo, they're all banned out. They can't be taken anymore. So having Murden in the first game, especially in Battlefield of Eternity, gives you a lot of options and opportunities. But I still have to say that what we're seeing from Team Lauber is pretty deadly. And it's going to be interesting to see what exactly Dynouh and his boys are going to do. Lunara gets banned as well, and Genji gets banned so that he doesn't get the Divine Shield and, well, the Dragon Blade. So not only is Uther, of course, good for the extra stun after Varian comes in with the taunt and to make sure that you deny Uther to the opposing team, but also you can combo a lot of things off with him, and that would be the Genji combo. We've actually seen this played by, I want to say it was Team Masquerade on Dragonshire. Reyna gets taken. Okay, so we got Jimmy in. And Sonya together with it. Alright, Sonya making an appearance. Jimmy is taken. And, well, let's go. Also, I have to say it again, if you are just watching this series and you're thinking, hey, why is he always looking left, right the entire time? I have like a triple monitor set up in total, and normally I can focus on the draft in front of me. But since we have to keep track of which heroes have been picked, which heroes are still available, which heroes are pre-banned, I created a sheet for the players that they can use to do all of that. And while we have the draft going, every single time that a hero is picked, I need to make sure that I update that accordingly. So that's the reason why I always just like shift a little bit there. But yeah, Jaina is taken again, and that's where the burst damage comes through to take the target down. Whitemane, as they are trying to somehow save the target of the taunt combo, but you can already tell where this is headed. Chen can even barrel the opponent away, create a little bit more space. That draft is insane. The execution still has to be there, and this game isn't over yet, but that draft for Team Lauber is insane. Game number 1, everybody. Let's jump in. Team Lauber against Team Dynouh. Semifinal number 2 here at Meta Madness. Game on! We have our first match, our first map in the semifinals here. Lauber for the blue team playing Varian. We got Skog on Tychus, Galneguna on Uther, Max Passion on Chen, and Gia is playing Jaina. On the right side of the map, Team Dynouh with Dynouh himself on Jimmy going into Exterminator. Over here we got Alarak. Starzerg on Sonya, Yazu on Whitemane, and Wit is playing Murden. Okay, let's set the stage. Game number 1, everybody. Who's going to take the lead in the best of 3 series? Who's going to make it happen here? It's a killer comp that we see for Team Lauber. They have the taunt on Varian after level 4. The bigger they are will come in for Tychus, and then they are going to follow up with the damage through Jaina and try and take the target down. Now, Alarak, that is a little bit different. Drag on the hero could definitely ruin a lot of the plays, yeah, if he gets the combo off. And Wit, of course, is gonna try and get his own. Oh my god! What a combo! Gets a triple right away. Hello? Nicely done. Yeah, that was pretty sexy. Let's see if we can follow up on that performance a bit more often during the game, because that would be insane. Triple combo straight at the beginning. Now, they couldn't follow up with anything, but that's kind of awesome. Alright, so now that we have also our 4-man at the bot lane getting more aggressive with grenades coming through, let's see what else they can actually pull off here. It seems like the blue team is starting to be a little bit afraid of Alarak over here. Aptly named. And let's go. 3 stacks on the Stormbolt quest. Again, we are probably going to see Sledgehammer. That's pretty much the standard right now if you're playing on Battlefield of Eternity. And outside of that, there's our Exterminator. We got the grenade build. We also have the fresh ingredients. And it's just party time. The rotation towards the top puts the pressure on the Starzerk, and it seems like that's going to be a kill. Yep, there it is. First blood in the game. Red team is trying to take the camp at the bottom now that they have the superior numbers down here. Dynouh is getting active, but they haven't won this just yet. Muradin is actually rotating topside to make sure they're not losing out on experience. But this is going to bring us to a 2 versus 3 down here. And it's a little bit of an awkward setup, so Team Dynouh isn't quite sure if they should commit to it. But now that they're realizing it's only 2 heroes that we're facing off against, they're making the move, they're taking the camp. And that means both teams take 1. Okay. Muradin jumps in with another Stormbolt. Alarak gets another combo off. And a nice damage output from Dynouh as he connects another penetrating round. Level 4 abilities, and it's time to shine. There's the taunt, there's the bigger they are, and we are Gucci to go. Now they need the level 4 talent. Muradin, the jump, and, well, waiting it out on the Stormbolt. And he hits the minion. Unfortunate. Okay, so we got the Chaos Reigns in on level 4. The Slam build continues for Sonya. Also Sledgehammer, as predicted. Nothing crazy. Again, the setups are known. You know what you want to go for. We had a bit of a surprise earlier when Nick's team was playing, since they went for the ace in the whole on Battlefield of Eternity over Exterminator. But outside of surprises like that, the normal talent builds are of course being followed here. There's always a bit of variation that you have depending on your composition and playstyle, but there are still certain pillars that you have to just simply go for. So the attack is in, and they're burning this one down quickly. Jimmy is doing his best at the opponent's immortal, but he can't do too much yet. Good stun. Nice follow-up. Wit, and he's down. The dwarf is dead. Jaina gets attacked, but they're turning against Starzerk, and the CC of Jaina is too much. Another kill. Job well done. Team Lauber locking in 3 kills to 0, and they decide the halftime show. No, they actually didn't decide the halftime show in their favor. They got close, but it was still Team Dynouh, thanks to Jimmy who did it. But they have a really good chance of now making it happen. Skog is already getting the overkill damage in, and with 2 heroes just now slowly making it back onto the map, it is doubtful that Team Dynouh is having enough damage to lock this one in. But it's a bit of a race now between the two of them, and Jimmy is quite powerful here. He nearly gets there, but it's still an immortal in favor of the blue team, Team Lauber, with an extra 2,200 hit points. And they want a kill too, but they are not making any follow-up moves on Muradin, so they just let this slide for now. And let's go. So top side, that's where we now have the immortal pushing in. Bottom of the map, the solo laners are gonna try and catch the experience. Level 7 is important right now for Lauber's team. They are hoping to get that. And that is a beautiful setup against the dwarf. Wit needs to be super careful, and he makes it out. Has still the fountain cooldown up, so there's the sustain. We got cleanse for Muradin, and they're still getting the damage in. Rag is doing what he can here. But the immortal breaking through the wall, they can take it down from here on out. Dynouh's Exterminator is of course working wonders against this. But the fort is still in. With Stormbolt again. Doesn't really get as many stacks as he really wants here. Most of the time the dwarf had to hop out. But Rag, yeah, clutch. Nearly connecting. Skullcracker's in. Alright, Taunt is out, but they're turning it against Yasuo, and Yasuo is in trouble, but he is alive, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. So yeah, he was able to make it work. Now we got the quest for Uther nearly completed, so he's getting there. Camp is now taken at the top, and they're controlling the map a little bit now. They're actually doing a very solid job on taking the camps. They have taken a lead, not only in experience, but also with the kills that they locked in. And the goal is to take the top fort out, at least eliminate the fountain, which is why they're opening up the wall now too. Muradin trying to connect the Stormbolt, but he couldn't quite do it. But of course, they're still trying to turn it against Tigers. Jimmy against Tigers, I've seen it somewhere else before. So the Renegade is once again fighting against the Marine over here. But down at the bottom of the map, another camp is up, and it seems like Team Lauber is trying to paint the map blue as much as they can. Taking the camps on the map, capitalizing a bit on the advantage that they're currently running. Dynouh with a bit of a weird move over here. A bit too aggressive, but there was no follow-up. Rag is playing this incredibly safe. He knows that there's a rotation coming, so he needs some assistance. And Sonya is there. They get the combo. Not enough to take Skog down, and that wall is gone. Now Muradin is on his way. Wid was hoping for a flank, but even if he connects a Stormbolt here, I doubt that there's going to be enough damage to kill the target. The fact still remains that with half a level lead in experience, Team Lauber is looking very, very solid. But it's way too early in the game to really talk about any massive advantages. The thing is though that the blue team will likely get the level 10 now as the objective is up, and that should at least secure them the halftime show, if not even more. So you can start to set up a bit of a snowball here. They're fighting before heroic abilities are ready though, and ooh, careful, Skog. If that Stormbolt connects, he's in trouble. Now Dynouh is still trying to push them back a little bit. Shen is getting experience at the top as he tries to take the minion wave down, and that results in level 10. We have the top keg plays as Chen can go for the barrel. They're already going for the slow. There it is. The taunt attempt, but once again, the plays being made by Whitemane over here. Using her level 7, the intercession, to make sure that the taunt was not connected, could not be used here. And now it's a halftime show that they easily took. Easy halftime show, and maybe even more. As I said, the camps are still up, so they could now focus onto the Shaman camps instead. But they have a chance to burn that Immortal down as well. And it's a bit of a defensive play now from Team Dynouh. They only have Jimmy on the right side as he tries to take the Immortal down. Everybody else is trying to defend here with level 10 abilities in play. We now have also the Scarlet Aegis taken. And also their Counter-Strike. It's time to party, baby. A top keg play. Yep, trying to create a little bit of space. Already the attack against Dynouh as Lauber is trying to zone him out as much as possible. And that buys them the time to get the damage connected with the Immortal on the other side of the map. But it seems like Tigers at least falls. They get the kill against the Immortal though, don't they? Yes, they do, but they might lose Max Passion. And Alarak comes in, gets the combo, and that's the end of the Panda. So 2 heroes died for the Immortal, which will travel now to the bottom of the map. Tigers should be back soon at least. But they are focusing on the top lane instead, trying to go for Starzerg. 3 kills to 2, so the red team... I mean, you can say what you want, but the red team is at least starting to get some kills in, right? And Alarak is making some nice moves too. Problem is that Sonya at the top is in deep shit. Starzerg is getting attacked here, but thanks to Yasuo, they can not only keep the target alive, but they might even be able to get a kill here. Wit is holding the Stormbolt back for a long time, and they get the Uta kill. You could even go for Lauber here. Yeah, Chia is in. Yasuo, he gets dropped as Tigers comes through. What a brawl again. Jimmy has defended the bot lane, but this battle is still ongoing. And they go for Sonya, and they get a kill against her too. So 2-for-1 trade in favor of Team Lauber. Once again, the Immortal has been defeated. The red team has taken the lead in experience, despite the kill advantage that Lauber and his boys have. But now with the minion wave, they're making their way for the top fort, trying to take this one down. At least structurally, they want to take an advantage, and they do. Now Jimmy has free reign over the bot lane. Dynouh is sitting there, has taken the wall down more or less. Khaldor down, double checking what's happening. And, well, they're fighting this one out. The Panda is coming, and Dynouh might lose this one. Dynouh is gonna lose this one, most likely. Khaldor Divine Shields himself. They're taking the camp away, and they're even looking for the kill. But Dynouh will be able to get out since Yasuo is healing him up, and Wit is now on the way too. Yeah, jumping a little bit short of where he really wanted to go. But they took the camp, and that's all that Team Lauber really wanted to accomplish here. Both teams are super close again in experience. But off we go. There's the attack. They're starting to make the way over towards the bot lane fort in an attempt to take the second main structure down now. Damage output 27 on Sonya. Yeah, she's been farming the damage at the top a little bit. And again, these combos coming into play time and time again by Alarak as he's attempting to set up more kills for the team. Now, with level 13 tiles on both sides, this is also going to be a huge deal for the red team, since they now have the Bronze Beard Rage for Muradin. And that's going to be highly impactful. Now, of course, since we're now also in a position where we get the overkill talent, where we get the mortal strike, and enough to share, there's a huge power spike for Team Lauber too. I love how this is on eye level. This is game number 1 and both teams are playing a fairly disciplined game here with 120 stacks now on the level 4 for Alarak. He's at 96 only though when it comes to sadism, following up with a bit of more. They try to go for Wit, Mirrodin, Avatar, top keg plays as they are going straight for the barrel. And Wit, no way. Wit, he's alive? Dude, what? The dwarf just doesn't die. The dwarf does not go down. That's insane. That's absolutely insane that they were able to keep him alive here. White Mane coming in with the big boy plays, but well, at this point they were just so angry at Mirrodin that they said, alright, I don't really care what's happening, but that dwarf dies. So they come in and they finally drop him, and with 6 kills to 3, they now have a 5 versus 4 advantage on the map that could lead to another immortal for Team Lauber. Coming in again with another attempt to lock at least the halftime show in. Yeah, ooh, nice stun into stun. Alright, good move here, but no follow-up, so Lauber is still totally fine, and they take the halftime show. Easy peasy, no problem for them at all. And now with Mirrodin back to business, the red team is in a position where they have to do something. They really are in a spot where they have to make some moves. They're going for defensive posture first, but eventually they will have to take the fight and try to bring it back. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky here. 6 kills to 3 right now. And here's another combo. Yeah, but here's the Odin. They're trying to poke this down now. The Swedes, the IKEA boys over here. Yeah, coming in, trying to punish Wit a little bit further. There's the barrel again, but they're just poking. Mass Passion, he created a bit of space for them, but they do a lot of damage to the Immortal regardless. But Odin is going to run out soon. Skog is only able to do so much work here. It's an attack against Tigers. Divine Shield hits the wrong one. He Uthat, Divine Shield himself, but Skog still is alive. The problem is that Lauber is now down, with Varian getting killed. They are trying to make a play for Chen to follow up with kill number 2. And, oh, so close. I mean, Chen is still alive, but that doesn't change the fact that Varian is dead. So now they can finally get onto the Immortal with Jimmy and start to do some serious work here. They, of course, have to guard the Immortal at the bottom of the map, which is exactly what they're doing. Max Passion is trying to get some damage on the Immortal. They, of course, still hope to turn it around, but that's just the implosion of the Panda, and he gets dropped. Skog is trying to reduce the shield even further, but I feel at this point there can be no denying it anymore. Dynouh is going to win this Immortal for the red team, the first one for them to take. They're starting the comeback here. They're trying to bring it home. Game number 1. And it's already a big back and forth. They're making another play for the bottom. The Immortal is now taken. And they try to go for more damage, but Chia... I mean, Chia gets his quest completed on Jaina, so that's currently probably the best thing that they got out of this last fight, because now he has an ice block available that gives him a lot more survivability against this really CC-heavy front line that Dynouh's team is running. But the red team has to do some damage now. They have a leading experience all of a sudden. They could get a level 16, but they have to start to move towards the top. And Lauber, he's just sitting at the bot lane saying like, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm going to take that fort at the bottom of the map, and then we're going to take it from there. So they get the fort. Now the two tanks are making it in. It's a little bit of a fight between them as Lauber and Wit go toe-to-toe. But that just means that the 4 versus 4 top side is now leaning in favor of Team Dynouh as they are pressuring past the fort and allow maybe even for a kill here. Rag, a la Rag, got wrecked. He's down. Uther with the final hit, but that was a beautiful combo. Mainly a beautiful keg play, honestly. That was top shelf what we just saw from him. 16 talents were ready. They got a fort out of this, but then again they lost 1-2 at the bottom. Now we have Benediction in, the level 16 talents on both sides. That gives us also the mocking strikes. I mean, Alarak is already mocking everybody here, so that just fits. And yeah, Benediction is probably really the most important one, but also with the armor-piercing rounds here, that's some serious damage that we're going to get from Tigers too. 7 kills to 5. Tigers is already at 41,000, so that's solid for him as well. And right now it is action time. 7 to 5. Take the camp at the top, they take the camp at the bottom. Here comes another hit. Pain Red is also taken, and they try to go for Gul'na. Slam, bam, and goodbye Uther. Their jump and their hit from Jimmy, A top keg play, barreling Murden straight into the wall here, but nearly a kill against Max Passion as Whitemane is coming through with some solid work as well. Seems like Lauber might die and Alara comes in to secure the kill. They're gonna lose the fort here, but they want more kills. More death and mayhem as they go for the Panda, and he is dead too. Chen gets obliterated. Job well done, and the fort at the bottom of the map is down. The top is getting pushed a little bit, so they gotta be careful that the keep doesn't suffer any damage, but outside of that, they're looking absolutely fantastic. Only Jimmy and Jaina have not died yet in this game. One hero on each side with 0 deaths, but what a setup here again. I mean, again, this is just like the entire time. It's like blow after blow. Like, one moment it looks like Team Lauber is ahead. They get a beautiful barrel kill. They deny value. They got their 2 objectives and did solid damage. They took 2 of the forts down. And every single time that one team takes the lead, the other team responds. Dynouh's team has now several times just reacted with good kills, taken 2 structures down too. It's an eye-level battle between the two as we are going into our semifinals here. A beautiful setup by both of them. And this is only map 1. It's going to get crazier from here on out. I can already tell you that much. Whitemane already with a bit of save potential. They go for the halftime show. And this is where Jimmy just shines. Look at the stacks for Muradin too. He's at 34 already. Wit is getting some mad stacks. Once that he has rewind, his double storm bolts are going to do serious work. I mean, they already do thanks to Sledgehammer. Here comes the taunt. They go for the combo, but the double stun and the kill. They go for the double. And Team Lauber gets caught off guard. And here's the follow-up as they are just chasing them down. Uther is dead. So is Tigers, and Lauber is on the run. Varian is dead. They're looking for even more. Jimmy is going for the against the Immortal and trying to lock another one in. And we are now talking about nearly 100% shield. They're already at the top here, setting up a little bit of a trap, even if anybody moves out too deep. And here comes the combo, a la Rag, and off we go. The Stormbolt hits the wrong target. They're trying to go for a kill. Gia! Oh, they get both! Both of them are dead. Check this one out. As the keep is about to fall, the Stormbolts hit and they get both of the heroes. And now with the top keep fallen, is there a chance that they go for the core? Hell yeah, there is. There's only 2 defenders, and they seem that it's going to be easy to take this one down. And the Immortal is still on the map. It's pushing the bot lane. Uther is down, so is the core. This is game Team Dynouh with a victory in game number 1 of our second semi-final at Meta Madness.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Okay, let's go. Game 3. They went for Brexit. Brexit holdout, ladies and gentlemen. We have our second map in. Team Dynouh, again, winning against Team Lauber on the first map was a big one. I gotta say that I'm impressed. They won with a 2-0 against Team Hazorbs. Now they just took another victory against Team Lauber. That's 3 wins in a row. After initially in the group stage, they lost every single one. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. But let's see what else they can actually do right now. We currently have the red team in the lead, and it's all about, well, who takes it here. Is it a 2-0 victory for Team Dynouh? Can Lauber come back? They had a great killer combo in game number 1, and it just wasn't enough to take Dynouh and his boys down. So now that we're heading into the second map, we have 33 heroes banned out as the draft starts, with the 10 heroes on the last map not being available any longer. And we have our immediate pick into Uberak. So with Brax's holdout, what you oftentimes get is heroes that can jump between the lanes quite easily. Genji has had a huge impact on this map in the past. So had Uberak. You need a good solo laner too. That's one of the reasons why Rek'Sai is being banned out. It's a similar thought process than what you're doing on Dragonshire, but it's even more important, I would say, simply because you have such a big distance between the 2 lanes that it's much harder for you to traverse the map and try and help the solo lane at the top out. So Junkrat gets actually taken, and so does Blaze. Blaze could now be played in... I mean, Blaze could technically be played in a solo lane position, or you could play him in the main tank position. Normally that wouldn't be the case, but as I said in game number 1 in the draft, with this many heroes banned out, you gotta be a little bit careful there and really think through what can you use as a main tank. But right now I assume that we're gonna see him on the solo lane. And we got Ragnaros. Could be Lava Wave. I talked about Genji too just a second ago, and Genji is indeed being taken, so that's a lot of mobile heroes. And Ragnaros is one of the few that can pretty much defend against the objective all on his own. So it's kind of awesome to see that. Max Passion up at the top. Maybe Lava Wave. On this map, there's a chance. There's a chance, actually. Trixler would be proud. Now, that's a spicy start into the draft. Karazim is getting banned. And yep, that leaves us with one last ban remaining. And what do you take out here? Maybe even a frontliner. You got your own Anubarak already, so you could try and decide what do we take away from the opponent at the front line so they can't bully us too much. Mal'Ganis is still up now that I look at it. Yeah, honestly, Mal'Ganis and maybe even Tyrael are two of the heroes that you could eliminate here. Anything that locks down Genji, I suppose. Or you simply go and drop some of the damage dealers that are still an option. And Kira is out of the running with that. Alright. So, Kira is out. And what else are we gonna get now? Okay, so what are they going for? I mean, they need damage, main tank, unless you want to play Blaze in that position, and the support. Tassadar and Zarya. Alright, Zarya and Tassadar both in. Can you imagine if that would be the old Tassadar when you just go for full-on shield bot build before the rework? That would be a lot of sustain. And they still need another one that either controls the side lane. No, honestly, what are they going to do here? Do they play Junkrat on the side lane? Tassadar on the side lane? I mean, they need a support. They don't have the support yet. Deckard Cain is in, okay. And so is Gul'dan. Alright, Deckard Cain and Gul'dan are going to be both taken here. So that's kind of nice for the wave clear in particular. But we still need a support here, and that's going to be a bit of a wild setup. They could go maybe for like a 2-3 split on this map. We've seen it in the past too, and A really like to do that. Whereas Europe was always leading to the 4-man and the solo laner. And I suppose that's what they're doing here, with some rotations from Genji, at least on Lauber's team. But Yasuo, what is he going to take? Morales! Immediately I'm thinking backdoor combo, but that's not really the lineup that will allow you to backdoor hard. But that is going to be a fun one. We got Morales in the game. Brax's holdout, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's go. This is going to be awesome. Game number 2, Lauber against Dynouh. Let's make it happen. Second game in the second semifinal of Meta Madness. Game number 2, Team Lauber is behind. Off we go. We have on the left side Lauber on Anubarak. We got Gia on Gul'dan. Max Passion on Ragnaros. He's going to solo lane it at the top. Skog on Genji. And Galne is playing a Deckard Cain. Over on the right side of the map, Team Dynouh. They have the lead now. There's a chance to make a 2-0 victory happen here. We got Dynouh himself on Junkrat, Rak on Tassadar, Yasuo on Morales, Star Zerg on Blaze, going to the top lane, and Wit is playing Zarya. So, let the games begin. Anubarak and Genji, they have the easiest time to rotate between the lanes, so they're already aiming for the top lane a bit. Down at the bottom of the map, they're currently hiding their heroes to not give anything away. Gul'dan going into the pursuit of flame. We've seen this one before. And that is honestly a really good build also if you want to control the wave clear. We've seen it previously on Tomb of the Spider Queen. But here we go. The dive onto the bot lane. They're trying to get the kill against Zarya. She's a bit low, but she's not the only one. Genji, he's protected, but he needs healing. And he gets away. I am hyped for this one. This is going to be a lot of fun. We have a really solid game on our hands, I want to say, with Yasuo and Morales, which we haven't seen in a while. Obviously, the strategy of the blue team is going to be to Mokus Morales 6 days to Sunday over here. But this should be a real fun one. Level 10 is also going to be interesting, but look at the dive. Yep, they're Mokusing Morales already, and that's a kill. But the Beetle is down to kill for kill over here. Gia still trying to get some damage down. Dodging out the Juke Master, and he escapes. But they are still losing part of the bot lane. 1 versus 1 up at the top of the map is also continuing. Max Passion's level 10 is going to be incredibly interesting for us. But as all of this happens, we of course now also have the stacks coming through for Gul'dan slowly but steadily as the beacons are getting announced. Now again, guys, with all of this said and done, if you're enjoying the tournament, if you're enjoying the show and enjoying having a bit of a different system here for once, make sure that you also check out the sponsor. Hightech is sponsoring the tournament, the second Meta Madness, that they're sponsoring 2,000 euros of prize money here for the teams. And if you would like to see more of these tournaments next year in 2021, then you can help out by clicking the link in the video description and visiting the Hightech website. I said before, I say it again, you don't have to go on an immediate killing spree, but if you're in the market for something, then definitely have a closer look. But sacrifice a couple of seconds that it takes you to click the link. It helps the sponsor to see that this all has an impact, that people are visiting the website, and that there's some traffic coming through the tournament, and that's going to help us to set more tournaments up with Hightech in the future. So again, you can find the link in the video description if you watch this on YouTube. And if you do, hit that thumbs up. Helps to promote the video as well, of course. Now, in the game, we've seen a kill against Ragnaros at the top lane, but outside of it, there's the aggression at the bottom of the map as they're trying to make a play for Rag, and Tassadar is in deep shit, and he's about to go down. That's the kill, and this time it doesn't seem like Team Dynouh can get the counter kill. But of course, they abandoned the top lane because of it, and they are losing some of the experience. But it's starting to become a hyper-aggressive game here. The speed barrier for Zarya has now been taken, and we also have Lauber with the Underking on level 4, since they want to go in for the deep dives. Still full focus onto the blast wave with a slow burn now coming in. And it seems like, at least for now, Team Dynouh with a double control on the beacons are making the progress. Genji has now moved up to the top to help Baby Rag out, and Starzerk had to give up on the beacon. So there's a lot of rotational play happening, but the 4-man of Team Dynouh is dominating the bot lane and is starting to take the entire wall down. We have also still our rotation coming with Lauber trying to dive in again. Are they going for a target? Well, they're going for Junkrat, and he makes it out, tries to turn it, can't quite make it happen. And Lauber in particular has taken way too much damage here. He needs to retreat, and so does Genji. The stacks are completed for Gul'dan. He has completed the level 1 talent. But we are still seeing Tassadar stacking his Q as well. Rejuvenation potion, by the way, for Deckard Cain. So going away from the shielding potion and the ruby here. Trying to ensure that they're also having a bit more sustain in mana in general. 3 kills to 1 so far for the blue team, but since the death timers are still very low in the early game, they couldn't really capitalize on those kills too much. And once that they lose the fountain at the bottom of the map, it's going to be tough for them to hold the position here. Very tough, to say the least. Now, Genji is dealing with the camp at the top, or at least he wants to. He needs a bit more assistance, and I think they're rotating some of the additional heroes up in just a moment. But things are getting a little bit tricky right now for the blue team, because they have to hold on to the bot lane, and I think that fountain, they can kiss it goodbye in just a second, at least if Jungle gets close enough. Deckard Cain helps Genji out, but I don't know. Once again, the fountain is huge. If you take that one down, you're taking the sustain away. Dynouh is not really focusing on it just yet, but the shield, if they can break through that, they will have an easy time at the bottom of the map in the future. Scott is moving out. Bot lane, more poke against the fountain, and this time they're opening it up enough, I'd say. Yeah, the poke is there. Shield is nearly gone, but the heroes are ready for the defense. Zarya, on the other hand, is saying like, alright, I don't care anymore. Drops the right click, and there it is. Fountain is down. They go for Morales again. And that should be a kill. Yasuo goes down. Can they follow up with another one? They're trying to go for Dynouh, but they cannot lock in kill number. Well, maybe. Yeah, Zarya. Yes, there's the Swift Strike, the reset. Beautiful kill. And that gives them a chance to control the bot lane now. Nicely done. Genji, after they killed Morales, is able to get the reset. They have the double control now on the beacon. Starzerk isn't really in a position where he can make a play for the top beacon. And at the bottom of the map, they're still holding on to it. They're even attempting to steal the camp away here. Level 7 talents are ready for both of the teams, which in this case did actually give us the Kaitina's plating. Wants to go for the cooldown reduction over the shield when he makes his engage. No subterranean shield for him. Zoning out Wit, stealing the camp away, and they're gonna get... No, they're not gonna get the Zerg Wave yet. 100 to 32% would have been kind of nice, but they are not making it happen yet. Top lane has to be defended on the other hand, because with the camp stolen, it means that there's more push power for Team Lauber. They are eager to force Game 3. They are very, very eager to make sure that this is not the last game for them. They don't want to end up in the 3rd place decider. But Max Passion goes down again. Nicely done. There's the kill right there. Starzerk with the boys. They can retake the beacon top side, but Gul'dan has already done the work at the bottom of the map. And the more important fact is that with level 10 around the corner for Team Lauber, they have an opportunity to use the early level 10 and push this. And that will answer the question whether or not Ragnaros commits to Sulfuras for insta-kills with Anub'arak, or if they instead go for the Lava Wave so that they have a bit more control and can easily defend against the opponent's Zerg Wave whenever needed. On this map, definitely both possible. Horrify, X-Strike, it's all there. But no, well, there it is. Sulfuras gets taken. Ragnaros, they want to come in. They are looking for the kills. Not even on Braxis are they going to go for the Lava Wave. Big Zerg Wave now for Team Lauber. They win the objective. The Riptire is trying to clean it up as quickly as possible. And it tries to take at least the Ultralisk down. But that push is absolutely insane here. 100% to 32. Ragnaros is dealing with the top lane all alone. Didn't even have to commit to the trade yet here. 6 kills to 2. When they're doing some serious work at the bottom of the map. They're really turning it around. They initially lost their own fountain in the wall, but now they're bringing it back here. They can't take the fort down, but they did a lot of damage. And now, of course, the move up towards the top again, as Ragnaros is starting to take this. They want to open up the map as quickly as they possibly can. Max Passion with another blast wave. He can't stay too long. Still a bit of a fight happening as the team start to transition between the two lanes here. 20,000 damage for Gul'dan. Does a lot with his Fell Flame setup here. And on the other hand, it's 20,000 damage nearly for Junkrat. Yeah, it's getting interesting. With Morales in particular, she now has a stim drone out, so there's that. We got the stim drone in, and Tacita, honestly, Archon with a stim drone, he can murder. He can absolutely crush. Can do a lot of work here. But will he? A little bit of a root trap, so they got some vision on that one too. But this is by no means over yet. 11 to 11, kill count is favoring Team Lauber. But that's about it. And Morales was so far not in a position where she could really keep the team alive. And keep herself alive in the first place. That was the biggest problem. They need some peeling for her. Now that they got the bunker, that should be a little bit easier. Blast wave, they go for Max Passion again. The slow is in. And the wall defends. And he's dead. Nearly gets a kill against Dynouh though. If not for Morales, that would have been a kill against Junkrat. They're still trying to play it out, but it also means that the bottom fort has been destroyed at the same time. Yep, the two here were able to take it down. So now the attempt to retake top, change one fort for another. But I don't think they can do that. Not with Gul'dan moving in now. Gia is here and is starting to poke them down a little bit. Anub'arak attempting to dive onto Zarya. That didn't work. The cocoon on Morales. But the main play was either way to just move them back here. Move them away from the fort and try and save it. The problem is, of course, that with another minion wave now coming in, that provides a bit more cover for the red team. And they're diving in again. And they're going to take it. Genji is here. Ragnaros, he's trying to help out. Committed to the ult, but it was too late to save anything. Yasuo, he goes for the bunker, but they are still eager to get the kills. And there it is, the setup. Oh my god. Nicely done by Deckard Cain. Starzerg is gonna fall one way or another, and Genji comes in with the kills. Oh my god, Ragnaros with so much damage as well. Getting multiple kills in, Genji just pumping them down. Look at this setup, great play, nicely done. Especially, of course, Genji can now come in with the defense, make sure that they get the boss too. They killed 3 heroes. That's an easy boss call, the easiest one of their life, and Team Lauber is taking a significant lead. They have control over both of the beacons now too, which means that they are getting progress at the objective. They get the boss, they got the kills. That looked fantastic. And now, of course, the move straight in for the next camp as they're trying to lock this one into. Yeah, they're reclaiming the top position. It's already 78% in their favor. But now that they're taking camps all over the place, we're soon going to see Team Lauber make a play for the beacon. 13 versus 13 talents. But there's just so much where Team Lauber is losing control over the bot lane, the top lane, the camps, the objective. They have to defend against the boss. There's a camp plus boss pushing the top lane now, so that fort is pretty much a goner. And here comes the rotation again, as Genji is already looking for a bit of a side flank. They're making the plays as we speak. No talent advantage, but bot lane gets pressured. Wit is at least taking the camp here. That's going to help them a little bit, but they also have to make sure that their top and bot keep are not going to attack. And Ragnaros is moving in together with Genji to ensure that they're getting some serious damage at that wall. They're burning the tower down within seconds, and that's not even talking speaking about the top lane, where the same is happening. So there's so many things where Team Dynouh now has to react that they have to fall back and they have to give up the top beacon, which immediately gets reclaimed, and that's 100% wave to 0. There's not going to be any counter pressure from Team Dynouh. None. Lauber and his boys, they got mad after game number 1. They looked at this game, they said like, hey guys, listen, we're going to claim victory here now. We're not going to go down with an 0-2. We're not going to pull a Hazu. Nope, we are going to make sure that we're forcing game number 3 and then have a chance to go up against Team Masquerade in the winner, well, in the grand final. So right now, the play through the top lane. Can Dynouh turn it around? They're going to try, but for now, they have to use the Riptire again to take this wave down, or at least start to tickle it a little bit. Another camp at the bottom of the map is doing some damage here. The big plays, on the other hand, top side, as 16 talents are now also ready. The synergy for Gul'dan is there with the rampant Hellfire in his level 1. The wall is open, but the keep is still fine. The Guardians are getting taken out too. At the bottom of the map, the camp can be defended against as well. And they're still sitting tight, trying to go for a bit of a bait with Ragnaros here. And they see Starzerk. There's the engage, the bunker, and the bunker disappears within a second. Yeah, they're trying to follow up here. Okay, nicely dodged by Lauber. The old man, stay a while and get murdered. Junkrat is down. Easy kill against Deckard Cain, though he got punished for his sins. And Nuburak is dead too. So they got the double kill. And Ragnaros trying to get some pressure done. They go for Wit and they nearly kill him. But Ragnaros will have to move out from this one too. And it's difficult for Max Passion. He's about to go down. All of a sudden, Team Dynouh back to business with 3 easy kills. 11 kills to 7 and a chance to turn the game around. Nicely done. Yeah, Rag has 88,000 siege damage. Gul'dan is 100k, but now the top fort is gone. Now there's still pressure at the bottom of the map, and I suppose that Junkrat is going to deal with it. But boy, that was a good move by Dynouh's team. It was an attempt to take Blaze down initially, and it didn't work for Team Lauber, and on the way back they lost 3 heroes. So now it's 16 versus 16 talents, and the game is much more open than it was previously. Structurally speaking, they're nearly even. They're nearly even when we're talking about anything here. There's a small advantage in experience for Team Lauber, but Dynouh's team could easily bring that back with another teamfight victory. So yeah, off we go. Wit. Yeah, he makes it out. Wit is still fine. Wit's still fine. He is good to go. And here we have it. Lauber takes the camp. So far, so good. And all the way towards the top side. There's another quick hit as they're taking this one down as well. So yeah, it's party time, everybody. Now, with that, we can now see if one team is able to get that important kill in to maybe start a bit of a cascade, get that snowball going. The beacons are activating, and therefore it's objective time again. Still potential pressure on the top lane in particular, but topside beacon is about to be claimed. We have the main damage done from Gul'dan with 39,000, 31,000 for Tacita. And of course, Genji is still waiting at the side, time and time again, in the hopes of getting not only some scouting information, but maybe even poking someone out a little bit. There's no taunt on the other side. He needs to be careful that he doesn't get stunned by Blaze, but that's about it. And Ragnaros isn't here. Ragnaros is going for the bottom of the map, taking another beacon. Might even give them a bit of progress initially, but not for long. They get a few points together, but that's it. So here we go. Same time now. We have still Ragnaros moving in slowly. And they're retaking this. Good damage from Gul'dan coming in at the side. Zarya using her ult as they're attempting to isolate Lauber. He can dive out and does indeed. Horrify is in. And the Sulfuras hit Deckard Cain, following it up with an ult too. But they cannot get the kill here. Starzerk in the back with the unstoppable frames as he's using the new habits. And he is getting out. Has to bunker it up though. Ragnaros still with a trade, getting some additional poke damage in. And they still control the beacon. Junkrat is moving down to the bottom to prevent the objective from taking them. But now the approach towards the keep at the top side as they're trying to claim it. And they have the poke, and they know that Junkrat was just a second ago at the bottom of the map. But they're not committing to anything yet. Epicenter on Lauber's side allows them to go for these stuns quite easily. And that keep is still rather low. Junkrat are trying to escape here. They have no idea where he is, so he sets himself up. But Lauber reclaims, and now if they can just slow them down enough, they have a chance to get the objective once again. In comes Dynouh from the side. Skog is low. Gulnar, they're in trouble. Lauber, is he going to make the play here? They got Kane. The old man is in trouble. In comes Dynouh. The boss already taken. Getting aggroed here. The reclaiming of the beacon. And here comes Junkrat against Genji. Haha, Sulfuras. Doesn't hit the bullseye here. And the attack is still ongoing. Cocoon even used to. Oh my god, what a chaotic fight all of a sudden. They are all over the place in this one. But they take the healing beacon. They take the beacon. And now they have to go straight in and tap at the fountain. Either they have to move down to the bottom of the map and reclaim it, or fight for the one at the top, because Dynouh has already taken it. And they're going for the boss. They're trying to sneak it here. Genji sees it though. Genji knows what's happening. They still got the Horrify. Can they make it in time though? Maybe not. Horrify. The boss is taken. But Mokus Forales, there's the opportunity, and they get the kill. But the Nubarak is dead. The old man with another big one. But is he gonna get out? That's the question. The boss is pushing the lane. They try to go for the objective here. Team Dynouh with another big play. They go for Gulnar. He makes it out. Ragnaros is taking topside, denying the objective, at least for the time being, to Team Dynouh. A 4 versus 4 on the map, and the boss is moving towards the top keep. What a game! What a game! Dynouh's team is absolutely nuts. They got murdered in the group stage. They didn't do anything. They lost every match. They ended up 4th. And now they're all of a sudden winning these games, taking Hazu's team down. But now they lose place. The game is just incredible. Seriously. They're trying to go for the objective. The boss is breaking through the wall, but they're so close to level 20 now, and I think they're going to get the objective here. And that's a big one. 30% against 100. Huge difference between the two. But they're sacrificing the top keep. Nobody's dealing with that thing. They're sacrificing the top keep, which means they really have to do the work now at the bottom of the map. And they have level 20 talents. They got the Storm talents, everybody. They got them. Rewind for Nubarak. They have also the heroic difficulty. Cooldown reduction on this one. They have to make this one count. With them losing this much, at the top lane they're now defending with Ragnaros. Max Passion is using the trade to do what he can here and saving the day for them. But at the bottom of the map they have to do the work. Riptide gets blown up immediately. Fantastic play here. That couldn't do anything to take the Zerg wave down. So far Junkrat has been using it every single time to make sure the Zerg wave doesn't do enough damage. The Nanopu, the Stim Droned Archon is in, and they're burning everything to pieces. And they can defend. After all is said and done, it brings us to a situation where the teams exchanged keeps. That's all that happened. Boss was taken, objective was claimed, and the keeps have fallen. And that's it. It's gonna be 20 versus 20, and it's still anybody's game up for grabs. This is crazy. Riptide gets upgraded with the extra oomph. We got the Twilight Archon now in. We also got the unyielding defender. But guys, seriously, one team fight is going to decide this game. It's going to come down to a single team fight, seriously. I mean, right now, Caduceus Reactor is in, and at the end of the day, the question is, can Max Passion land the Sulfuras? Can they set him up? What's happening? What's happening? Whoever wins the next team fight can cross the map and go core. If they kill enough heroes, the game's over. Boss is down for quite a long time. You can try and pressure the top lane a little bit further. Ragnaros, if he gets a good trade through, that would maybe win them the game. Gul'dan hasn't died yet, neither has Genji. And they are poking the top side again. As long as they dodge Junkrat's isolation, that's going to be good. Archon is back in just a moment. Yeah, they're trying to make the play here. Riptide, yeah, bit of extra oomph. They take the wave down, but that's the end of the keep. Both keeps are down. Both keeps. Ragnaros could make it work. Keeps are both eliminated now. And that brings us to a situation where catapults are pushing in favor of Team Lauber. They have the lead, at least on the catapults. Bot lane is going to be a bit more of a problem as the objective comes up. But it is getting crazy now. So over here, we have Lauber and his boys just waiting, and I still want to highlight this. If you just get one kill, just imagine we have another nice Electro's fence being set up by Tacita, then a quick stun from Blaze. It could even be the Zarya ult, whatever it is, in isolation and a single kill against Ragnaros or against Gul'dan, maybe even against Deckard Cain, and the game could be over right there. So it's all about the camps when they spawn, retaking. Tacita isn't done with this quest yet, but he's soon going to be done with this level 1. And this is just going to get incredibly close. Dynouh's team is ahead. They win game 2, they're in the grand final. Or do we see game 3? That's the big question here. One way or another, this is a crazy series. Here comes the engage. Jet propulsion doesn't connect. They got control. They have a slight lead on the progress. And Genji at the top lane is soon going to join the fun at the bottom of the map. Yeah, he's soon going to make the rotation here. They're playing it out here. They got to be careful. They got to be slow. Genji, he wants to have another catapult. There's 2 that he needs to deal with. Yeah, takes 1 down. Could go for the second. And also has, of course, the final strike in. They can't fight down here. They can poke, but they can't fight this. Catapult is slowly making it in. It's only 1, and the main action is happening at the bot lane anyways. But they're escorting some catapults through at the top too. Genji starting to come in the back. He sees all of this. Gets locked down. Genji poking against Morales. And Dynouh tries to take the camp here. But they're retaking the position. They got the beacon. They got the beacon, and Score can slow them down. Do they let the objectives... Oh, there's the attack. And immediately Ragnaros coming in with his trade. Trading in on the fort at the bottom of the map. They can't take the camp yet. Genji, careful. The Nubarak has to move back too. And Genji is jumping out. 64% on the progress, and catapults are making it in. He gotta go out here, and he moves away. Bot lane, soon gonna be on the core. Top lane, someone has to deal with it too. Catapults go down against the minion wave, so that's good for them. Junkrat is already jumping out, and it's getting spicy. It's getting close. The boss is up on the map too, and they're trying to make the play here, but Horrify is still ready, and so is the Cocoon. They're going for the YOLO. They're going for the YOLO. Keep the lanes in mind. The core is soon going to be attacked on the red team side, but here comes the approach. They're looking at it from all sides, and they go core. 3 of the heroes, they go core. These 2 are buying time. They're buying time, and the core gets attacked. They're coming in for it. And at the same time, can the team retreat? They try to go for the boss here, and they take it. And Nubarak is dead too. The only chance to win the game is to take the core down right now, and I'm not sure they can make it happen. 70%, 60%, they're going in for it. The catapults are finally looking in, and that's game. That has to be game. Team Lauber with the victory in game number 2. They claim it, and they force game 3 in the semifinal. GG. Okay, game number 3. We have a crazy series on our hands once again. And I am so happy that it's another 3-mapper. We're going the full distance for the 3rd game. And after that, it's best of 5 time. One of these 2 teams is going to drop into the 3rd place decider, which is the next series that we have on the channel. And then, of course, the grand final. Both of them best of 5 series, given that we have this many heroes pre-banned, so no best of 7. I don't even think we have enough heroes for a best of 7, to be honest. I would have to calculate that through real quickly, but that would bring us to some real awkward moments that have nothing to do anymore with competitive play. But it already got crazy in some of the previous games, and I can totally see that happen again here. Maiev and Kerrigan get banned as we are on the 3rd map. Vala gets eliminated too. And of course we have 43 heroes banned out as the entire setup starts. Rexa was still available, so he gets picked here. And it's gonna get wild. Game 3 is always kind of nice. In the group stage, we had some crazy Game 3s already. Now that we're in the main event, where we have more heroes pre-banned, it's gonna get even more nuts. And I don't even want to begin to imagine what happens if one of the best of 5s later ends up with a 5-mapper. I really think we're gonna run out of certain roles completely at that point. So Malfurion gets taken. Sylvanas was still up too. I mean, they already played some pretty niche heroes in game number 1 and game number 3, which means that there's a few more available now. But still, with Rexa taken by Starzerk, what are we gonna get from Team Dynouh? It's, I mean, I'm sounding a little bit like a broken record, but that team amazes me so much, given how poorly they performed in comparison on the last map. And we go old school. Stitches and Kelthas. A hook into a gravity lapse. God, I love it. Great combo already. Super old school setup for them right now. Kalathar's of course a hero that you can generally play on Tomb of the Spider Queen too, but again I want to throw it out that a lot of these heroes are just getting picked because we have so many heroes already banned, so don't get too excited for your own Storm League games. But this is getting spicy. A Falstad Gust could be the isolation tool that Team Dynouh uses to have Gorge Stitches Gust, but that's why Falstad gets banned out. And you know, this is exactly why we need Meta Madness. Exactly that. Because all of a sudden you see teams like Lauber are thinking, hey, what can they do with this? And then they are like, hey, wait a second. In 2016, 2017, you had plays made where Stitches would gorge a target, Falstad comes in, gusts everybody away, and then you have an isolated hero that you can kill. So now we have to ban Falstad out. It's a completely different way of thinking about this, since it's just so far outside of the meta that we normally see. But that's just the beauty of all of it. Mal'Ganis gets taken again, and the Orphea pick has been a quite regular one in these games now too. But that leaves us with 2 picks on the side of the red team, and of course they still need their support, and they still need a hero for Dynouh himself, who leans towards damage most of the time. So what is Yasuo going to play? I mean, Kharazim is open, Anduin is open, Rhaegar is still up, Lucio even. They have plenty of supports they can still pick, so that's not going to be the big one. Phoenix, okay. And Anduin. Alright. So Anduin is in. And the last pick on the side of Team Lauber. Max Passion. Side lane. We got a Malthael, Tehaka, Thrall, Zul. There's still good heroes up. So this is still an easy pick for them, I suppose. Whatever they take here, it will fit with their composition. I don't think we're going to see too many surprises. But they can. They have plenty of good heroes to choose from. And they go for Thrall. Thrall is the option. They go for Green Jesus. And with that, we have our setup for game number 3, everybody. The Stitches Kalathar's composition. It's going to be interesting. Can they make it work? Team Dynouh, they want to go to the grand final, but so does Team Lauber. Game number 3 in our second semi-final. Let's jump in Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's make it happen. The final map, Tomb of the Spider Queen, Team Lauber against Team Dynouh. Semi-final number 2 is coming to its conclusion here. Galna for Team Lauber on Malfurion, Max Passion on Thrall. We got a Skog on Orphea, Lauber on Mal'Ganis, and Gia on Sylvanas. On the right side of the map, Rag on Kalathar's, Dynouh on Phoenix, Wit on Stitches, Yasuo on Anduin, and Starzerk on Rexa. Every single time I see the name of the player, I'm thinking about Trixler, because Yasuo sounds exactly like something that Tim would say. So we'll see if if that's going to come in. But either way, now that we're having game number 3 on our hands, it's going to get interesting because the combo potential for Team Dynouh is definitely circling around the Stitches hook. And the follow-up Gravity Lapse exactly like this. It's not a kill, but that's the combo that they're going to look for throughout the game. Yasuo has to save Starzerk as this is starting up. And we actually have Echo of Elements. Yeah. Look at that. Thrall goes for the Echo of Elements on level 1. And all of a sudden, we got the rotation ongoing as the 1 versus 1 is happening at the bottom of the map here. Dynouh is solo laning it right now. And, well, his shield mechanic is going to help him a little bit. But boy, did he get crushed here. So an early tap on the fountain already. And with all of that, we have our first 2 stacks together for Stitches. God, am I happy to see that talent. Oh, well, first of all, no, we're just getting out. No, this talent, Stork played this talent, I think during the Nations Cup at the beginning of 2019? He played it for the first time. And Hungry for More on this map is insane. If you are diligent about getting your stacks together on this one, and you roam between the lanes to get some additional health globes, as the late game hits, you are more or less unkillable. I would be shocked if Thrall doesn't go for the Frost Wolf pack and Alpha Wolf. He'll need that combo to do the extra damage against Stitches in the late game, or they're gonna have real trouble to take Stitches down. Good hook against Gia, and that's the kill. Nice. That was a nice one. Oh, there's the double, baby. Oh yeah, they're getting 2 kills out of this. Let's have another look at it. That was nicely done. Here's the hook against Sylvanas, easy kill, and then they go for Lauber in an attempt to lock down kill number 2, and thanks to Kalathar's, they can make it happen. 2 kills in early level 4, a little bit of damage against Skog here, 6 stacks for Wit, and with that, we already have now 180 additional hit points for him. Now, it's not only about the hit points for Stitches. If you go for the Hungry for More, you also want to have a bit more movement speed. You get that at 15, 30, 45, and 60 stacks, up to 20%. But the hit point pool is, of course, what you're mainly interested in. beautiful setup here also against Keltas. Really nice kill. Thrall goes down at the same time at the bottom of the map though. So a kill for a kill. And they're still roaming the map here. And that could be another one. The hook. And Gulnar is in trouble. Drops Broccoli but gets taken down anyways. God, it's so much fun to have a good Stitches player here. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. There's another globe already taken. And yeah, he claims it. Bottom of the map, Sylvanas defense against the Siege Giants that were taken earlier. But this game, this can be so good. 3 stacks only for Thrall. Not really too crazy. We're 3 minutes in and Thrall didn't get a lot of stacking done. So it's a bit of a disappointing one for Max Passion. Echo of Elements only stacked with 3 stacks after, I mean, what is it now? 3 minutes? That's pretty bad. That's honestly really bad. I mean, as he completes the talent, it's going to be fine, but he has to do a little bit more work for that, so he's currently trying to do that. But yeah, he got slowed down massively. So now, as we have the rotation towards the top, there could be another hook. Gravity Lapse hits 2. What a beautiful setup by them. Down goes Malfurion, 5 kills to 7. They are crushing this combo. They are absolutely crushing this combo. Starzerk can deliver 34 gems that they just turned. Oh my god, another one. Holy shit. Calm down. Give them a chance, please. I'm not sure if I can show this again. This might not be legal. Again, we'll risk it. We'll risk it. Look at this. He sees it, gets a glimpse, perfect timing, and then they blow Sylvanas up for kill number 6. 10 stacks for Stitches on his level 1. That's 300 additional hit points already. Finally, we have the level 7 talents for Team Lauber. But Wit is murdering it on Stitches. I mean, seriously. He has some kind of magnet attached to that hook. I don't know how that's working, but he is crushing it. Apparently, JPL is smurfing today. So now we got 11 stacks, 7 stacks for Raxa on his level 4. Bit of damage done at the bottom of the map. Talking about Thrall. He's also starting to get pushed back by Dynouh. Doesn't really have a chance there. Mid lane gets defended. So the blue team is already on the defensive. And now it seems like the bottom fort is going to be dropped one way or another. Stitches is sitting at the side here just waiting for anybody to rotate in. And maybe another sneaky, cheeky hook. Not so much, but the fort is down. Topside attempt to go for Raxa. 18 stacks and the gems are gone. Nice. Yeah, Lauber is not giving up on this game yet. And neither should they. Now, of course, they are behind. Oh, yeah, Dynouh getting aggressive against Max Passion here. Should really fall back now because he's a little bit deep. Time will tell. We're having Rag at the side, just waiting for another gravity. Spray game on point, baby! Lauber comes in a bit too late, but he shouldn't overextend either, since he's sitting on 25 stacks himself, and they really need to make that turn in work. They have not turned in a single gem yet, so yeah. Need to make sure that you get at least something done. The problem is that Dynouh's team has heroic abilities in another second. It's going to be great for them. But here we go. All the way up at the top. There's Starzerk already sitting tight. Putrid Bile is currently spec'd into Pyroblast. Oh yeah! They're going to get some Pyroblast action. And the Light Bomb. And they're super aggressive right now. I mean, just check this out. The positioning alone. Look how deep Max Passion sits. He's like, yeah, they're going to try and farm us now. They're going to try to come in for the kill. But now the blue team is falling so far back that it's difficult for them to even defend the fort in the middle. The fountain is already down. They're getting a bit more damage done. Team Lauber is nearly done with soaking enough for level 10. So that helps them. With the 15 stacks that we see for Wit, he's also now a little bit faster. 5% of movement speed increase thanks to the stacks that he has. Also means that he has an additional hit point pool of 450. Which is, again, already significant. And what surprises me is, I talked about the level 4 on Thrall and the level 16, and he didn't go for it. So they really need to make sure that they're controlling Wit at some point, and that front line is going to be tough to be dealt with. I am really scared for Team Lauber's late game performance against them. But then again, we're not really that deep just yet, so time will tell. That's a good hook against Lauber. That's 38 gems in his hand. Light Bomb, nicely done. Good job on Stitches, but Coffin Girl is coming in from the side. Nice save. Kelthas might still fall, but the problem is that Ophia dies as well. Mal'Ganis is trying to get the kill, and he just can't. Malfurion is dead. They're getting murdered. They're getting absolutely murdered here. They make the play for Lauber. So much CC, and that's a kill, and that's 38 gems down the drain. 38 gems just gone. Check this fight out. Well, I wish you could, but apparently we're not allowed to show this. So it seems like we are not allowed to show you that. Blizzard censored us. As you could see, the replay does not work because Blizzard just says, hey, we can't show this one. This game is PG-13. This is a little bit too much. But honestly, we're showing it to you anyways. This is the replay that Blizzard doesn't want you to see for obvious reasons. Malfurion dead and then Malaganas getting wrecked as well. 38 gems gone. Plays like that are illegal in so many states. Red Web Weavers coming down once again. Lauber has trouble to turn gems in with his team. They're getting attacked time and time again. Right now we have another move, but this time with the Sundering, they're at least trying to go for Yazoo. Instead it's Thrall that goes down. Oh my god, the Web Weavers are touching ground, and there's another play. Lauber, Skork, all of them low. The kill, the double, the triple. They're going for Gia. And everybody's running. Only 2 heroes surviving for the blue team. Lauber is running over them. Team Lauber is going through... Well, Team Dynouh is going through Team Lauber like hot butter through cheese, as we have another fort falling at the top in the mid lane. Another one is about to be taken. 12 kills to 2. This is absolutely getting crazy over here. This is getting nuts. 17 stacks now on the level 1 for Wit, 14 for Khaldor. Normally you want to be done by level 10, but they are just crushing through them. They're taking them down. This is just brutal. Every single fort is gone on the blue team side. Now they're moving in for the keep, and we're only 9 minutes into the game. Absolutely bonkers. Yeah, they try to bring it back against Wit, but he has just too many hit points. That guy is fat. Max Passion, bam! There's the Pyroblast value right here. Pyro to the face, mind control Stitches, and finally they get a kill. Finally, they take Stitches down. They want more, they go for Starzerg, but Rag is popping off. Rag, he is just crushing it with these gravity lapses. I mean, seriously. Rag has been getting one gravity lapse connect after another. Every single time a play is made, he is ready for it. He comes in and he interrupts. Damage output, he's only at 14,000, but again, he makes the CC plays for his team, and Phoenix, he's murdering them. 24,000 damage by him. You compare that over to the blue team, they have 32,000 on Ophia, but honestly, that doesn't mean anything if you're not able to get the kills too. And so far, they just haven't gotten it. They haven't gotten those kills. 2-level lead. They're currently 10 kills ahead and 2 levels. Soon we're going to see the 16 talents. They're not fighting over this just yet, but in we go. Here's another move. Are they going for the camp? I don't think so. Not with 16 being so close. That would be a bit too much. You don't want a chance that you want to be too greedy. If you're that greedy, you can easily be punished. Instead, try and defend against the Web Weavers. They got everything right now. So here we have it. There's the attack against Team Lauber. Mad advantage now for Team Dynouh. Yeah, top side, Web Weavers, they're going to have a tough time. These ones are not going to do a lot. Mid lane, that's looking a little bit better, but they're focusing on the bottom of the map right now. So off we go. They're starting to take this one down. I'm a little bit worried that Rug doesn't have a lot of stacks on his level 1. He's doing a great job with the gravity lapses, but when it comes to stacking his level 1 quest, he is definitely a little bit late on this. Beautiful kill. Nice. Even the mind control, making sure that there is no chance of Ragnaros to get out of this. There's the kill, and Team Lauber is building up a little bit of momentum. Comeback time, baby. Skork gets attacked. They're spreading the bombs a little bit. They got to be careful over here. This isn't over yet. The salvo comes out, and it's enough. Woo! He gets the kill with the Pyroblast. Nicely done. But what we definitely have to check out once again is that beautiful first kill that led to all of this. I mean, take a look at that flank. They really murdered Rexa. He had no chance. Even dropping the mind control. Better safe than sorry. Every single button that they had. In this situation, the entire Team Lauber turned into pirates. Dropping it. And one ult after another secured a kill against Rexa. And they could snowball it a little bit. But Ophia gets taken down. And that means Team Lauber is now trying to defend as another turn and attempt by Team Dynouh is underway. Now they don't have enough gems to get another Web Weaver wave, but they got 35 that they could secure here. Both of the teams are on roughly 30, which shows you how far ahead in gems Dynouh's team is. So right now, 20 stacks on the Stitches, 600 extra hit points, and we got also the Ignite together with the Pyromania. Yeah, time to go. It's party time, baby. The turn-in on the gems, so they're securing whatever they have. They lost too much in this game to not do that. And finally, Khaldor might be able to complete his own level 1 quest. Honestly, that's the only thing where I really have to say that Rag is not doing a good job. He has fantastic follow-ups with the Gravity Labs, finally has his quest done, but let's be honest about this. 13 minutes into the game, completing the Mana Addict on Khaldor is just not enough. No. It's level 18. That is way too late. So that's pretty poor, but outside of that, let's see. Now, to be fair, the one thing that we also have to point out together with this is that in the early game we didn't have that normal rotation between the mid and the top for a long time. It was just brawling from start to finish. So there was a lot of fights happening. We had 18 kills. We're only 13.5 minutes in, and it even has slowed down a little bit, so there's that. Here we go again with like 40,000 damage on Orphea and only 27 for Phoenix. But again, they got the kills. They got the kills. They have these isolation setups, and they're trying to scale into the late game now. More globes up for grabs, and both of the heroes that would need it move away from it just as it gets taken. Yeah, hook after hook, gravity labs after gravity labs, but Lauber's team is able to dodge them much more reliably now, so they're not getting isolated, they're not getting killed, and the game has slowed down a little bit. Both of the teams playing around the objective more than anything else, with Team Dynouh, of course, also eyeing level 20. They want to get the level 20 talent, get that advantage, and seems like we're going to get the turn-in. Dynouh, he has to deliver, and who's first? It is the red team. Red Web Weaver Wave is going to come down first, so that's going to get dropped next, and we are good to go for another push and another hook. Doesn't work out. Wit gets attacked. The ult is through and he simply walks away from it. But here's the Sundering. There's the Sundering, but a good save. The mind control a little bit too late. Good salvo though. And Lauber, he has to jump out, ult it up, and it seems like Malfurion is gonna die. Pyroblast, not even needed. 0 value from the Pyro. But they got the kill. They got the kill. The cooldown wasn't necessary, but they got the kill. And now the core is getting attacked. 2 catapults, 3 are already on the core. The Web Weavers are moving in 2, and the push is continuing as Team Dynouh is trying to go for the victory here. They nearly have level 20, 15 kills against 4, and they're making the play right now. Trying to take at least the fort down over here. They're pushing in with everything that they have, and without Malfurion, there's just no sustain for Team Lauber. Bottom of the map, they're trying to hold on to this one too. Here's the Shambling Horror. We got the Glyph of Faith in, and the keep is down. Keep number 2 eliminated. Another kill attempt as the hook comes through, but here comes the engaged Team Lauber. He wants to go for it, and they take the kill against Anduin. But Sylvanas, she dies as... oh my god. Khaldor, he kills Sylvanas, but he dies as well. Dynouh makes it out. They're trying to escape here, but Max Passion attempts a follow-up. 40 HP for Dynouh, and... the Unconquered Spirit keeps him alive. Oh my god. What a game again. 16 kills to 6. The core hasn't taken damage. They kept the keep at the bot lane, but they lost everything else. Not a single boss taken in this game yet, but of course that is still a thing, potentially. Lauber, they need level 20. They need a turn-in and they need level 20. And to be fair, level 20 I think is doable. The turn-in is going to buy them a little bit of time, but can you really push both of these lanes out to the extent that they have to? That's the bigger question here right now. It's rough. It's really, really rough now. Damage output, Orphea, she is just leading the charts, but what good does that do if you are not able to get the kills? They got a few more, don't get me wrong. They got a couple of kills in the last few fights, and they definitely sped this up a little bit, but it's still a significant advantage for Team Dynouh. They are 10 kills ahead. Now, the Storm Talons are soon going to be ready, and I mean, if you at least can take the forts down, you can relieve some of the lane pressure, but you kind of want to have a few keeps at this point. So there's the level 20s, they got the mind control cooldown reduction, another hook, follow-up attempt, there's also the Serenity now in, we got the Eldritch Conduit, and oh my god, really? World Breaker, ladies! We got World Breaker, they're going for the cooldown reduction. Yeah, they're trying to make the plays happen a little bit more often. There's the hook, there's the Gravity Labs, World Breaker is out, and everybody is going for an ult commitment. Everybody. Gia, He has the living bomb on him, but they can pressure this. Top Web Weaver is about to take the fort down. Good job by them. Another hook! And this time, Chia, he's down. Khaldor with a Pyroblast, and that's a kill. They try to turn it against Wit, but it's just not happening. He's nearly at another 1,000 hit points through his level 1. And is also going to get some additional movement speed in just a second. Max Passion can YOLO out a second ult, but at least the bot lane has done some work. That keep is down, so that's good news. And at the top lane, the fort has been destroyed, and, well, there's still a couple of minions around that could technically try and take the wall apart. So, they're not completely lost here. The problem is the boss that is now going to get attacked, I suppose. But some of the ults will be ready for it, and first and foremost is Thrall. It's still a 5 versus 4. Catapults are already up at the bottom. That's not going to be enough to threaten the core. Khaldor's down. Great kill. Can they go for Dynouh? Yes, they can. What the hell? Team Lauber. Double kill. Can they go for the triple? They try to go for Rexa. He's going for the feign death, but he dies. That's the end of him. What? Can they go bot lane? There's no way. No way. 2 heroes defending, no damage dealer, Stitches and Anduin, they're trying to end. Can they make the comeback? What a setup, Team Lauber, no freaking way. What the hell, Sylvanas is back to business, dude. Don't tell me they're taking this. They go for Wit, he's alive, Sundering is coming out. The first hero's back in 20 seconds. Wit is down. Coffin Girl takes him. Guys, what's going on? The throw at the boss pit. They went for the boss pit and they got completely flanked. They throw at the boss pit. I cannot believe it. Is this really happening? It's game. Team Lauber with a 2-1 victory against Team Dynouh. Unfucking-believable.